I think that Evan Spiegel has a lot of things that he's good at and a lot of things that he's bad at. And one of the things that I think he's very, very good at is product and ideas. And that is, an example of that was today. He has been at the forefront, as Julia said, of AR, of lenses, of all these things, stories that have been copied by other platforms. And he's clearly kind of staying ahead of Facebook and Instagram as they continue to copy him by doing this. The other thing that I think is really fascinating, he talked about, I think it was 90% of 13 to 24-year-olds engage with Snapchat in some form or another. That is a huge number, and that is a number that Facebook is losing very, very quickly. Of course, they're still on Instagram, but Snap far outdoes Facebook, Twitter, other platforms in that regard, which I think is really fascinating.
What do you think their strategy is here, Nick? Is it to add users with new features like gaming, or to just wring more money out of existing users?
Well, one thing that Evan said today was that, or he said this week, that they are no longer going to use the metric of new users, but more engagement. And I think this is something that every platform, social platform, has gone through. Twitter went through it a few years ago, where they said we're not going to look at new signups, we're going to look at monthly active users and daily active users, and it continues to switch. And Facebook is now doing it also a little bit. I think that once you hit a plateau, you can't be judged on that. And I've always said that Wall Street doesn't know how to judge these companies, and so the metric is always changing. One thing that I will say is that, in the last few years, Twitter has barely added a single real user when you look at the numbers of users that have left, and they're still a market cap of almost double what Snap is. So I think that he's right to say we don't need to worry about adding new users right now. What they want to do is really up engagement.